Music Access. What's up, MA fam? For the next 5 seconds, I'm going to hold my breath and not talk at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. The first song you heard today, Thursday, January 28th, 2016, was Chocolate by the 1975. What's up, Music Access fam? So I said some weird things in the beginning, didn't I? And expecting someone to know what you're thinking without telling them anything or giving them any hints is really difficult, and it might even be really rude. But if there is someone that knows what you're thinking, would your face light up like you've met your destiny, or would you be scared like you've met a stalker? We share a lot of stories every day for 2 hours, but we also share a lot of thoughts that we usually don't say out loud too. In other words, I feel like you guys know a lot of what I'm thinking, and I know what you're thinking too, but when you guys feel like I know what you're thinking, I hope you guys don't get scared thinking that I'm your stalker or anything, okay? And also, y'all might be curious about what I was thinking about in our intro when I held my breath, and I was thinking about, why do we have backpacks but not front packs? You know, why is it that we always have things on our back but we don't have a front pack that we put on our chest that could, potentially protect us from running into things? Some food for thought today on January 28th. Now, going into our introduction for our program, we have our daily weekday corners in the first hour, Me, You, all about music with Season 2, Benji style, and message time in store for you. And in the second hour, we'll be back with our Thursday guest, Gihoon, and playbacks Hayoung for Obla Di Obla Da. Now here's how you can listen and participate. If you have a smartphone, you can download the Arirang Radio app or TuneIn Radio app to listen to our programs and send in your messages. And if you're using a computer, feel free to mosey on over down to www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess to listen to us or leave your messages. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeon. And some requests, if you guys got those and want to put those up on our board and on our playlist, send those requests up on our message board, remembering to leave your title as request. Now we'll come back after a song for message time, and we're going to check out the song Dear Future Husband by Meghan Trainor. We just heard the song Dear Future Husband by Meghan Trainor, and it's time for message time. Okay, so our first message for message time comes from Vanessa O'Neill of the UK, saying, "Lovely Benji, just dropping by to say hello. I have you and your show to make me feel better. I hope you, the staff, and the MA fam are having a good day." Thank you so much. It is a Thursday, which means we are one day away from Friday. Guys, we're getting near the end of the week, so just keep the energy up a little bit more. And also, at the same time, conserve a little bit of energy so that when Friday night rolls around, y'all turn up. Or, just turn down, depending on, what your thing to do for fun is. You could be watching a movie at home or watching a movie at the theater. Respectively, do what y'all do to rock the weekend. Mahay Laron of the Philippines saying, "Hey, Benji, I'm actually at work right now. Anyways, when I'm off duty, or sometimes even at working hours, I write fiction and mystery stories. Do you like reading those genres? I enjoy listening to Music Access, Fighting B.I.G. Oh, yeah. I will say that when it comes to reading novels, I was a huge fan of fantasy. Fiction, I was also really interested in. You guys know Ender's Game. It's a movie that came out before that, though. It was a book series that I do recommend for anyone who hasn't read the series. It is a young adult series, so there are some adult topics, but it is a good read. Mystery stories, I enjoy reading them, but I think I like more of the visual cues that I get when I watch, a mystery movie. And then that sudden plot twist in the middle that really kind of makes everything clear. I think that's the best part of those kind of series. Just that sudden turn of events that makes everything that seemed clear and concise and changes it into something totally, that I don't understand and yet I do understand. It's a really weird experience. Like when you find out that beep in the movie Star Wars. It was pretty crazy. Anyways, guys, spoilers aside, we're going to listen to a song before we go to Me You, and we're going to listen to the song Real Love by Tom Odell. Spending time with me and you, stories between me and you. Me, you. We always want to hear from you on Music Access, and we want to hear from you about what kind of person you are, what you like, what you think about, and how you spend your day. We also want to know about your family, friends, coworkers, and the people around you. We want to know about them, how you know them, the kind of memories you have with them, and what you do with them. Our Daily Corner Me You is all about that. Stories about me that I want to tell DJ Benji. Stories about the people around me that I want to tell our MA fam. Stories about my day, my family, and my friends. We'll share those stories about me, you, and everyone around us on Me You. So, how do you participate for the corner? Just visit www.arirang.radio.com/musicaccess and write Me You on your message title and leave us a message. Or download Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio on your smartphone and use the comment function to write Me You on your title and leave us a message that way. Diving into today's first Me You message, we have Annie Yan from Australia. Saying, "Hi Benji, have you been? I finally got to tune in." This is a horrible Australian accent. I totally apologize. "I finally got to tune in to Music Access, and the past couple of days, I've been on a church music retreat, which was really fun. We spent time jamming and working out arrangements for different songs. But the highlight of the retreat was making bacon pancakes for breakfast, inspired by the show. They have a song on the show called Bacon Pancakes, and somehow mashed it up with Alicia Keys' Empire State of Mind. This is in New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. You guys know this song. Perhaps you've seen it on the video website. Have you had bacon pancakes before? It is a weird combination, but it was really delicious. There wasn't any maple syrup, but I think it would have made it even better. Hope you have a continued great week. Love you." Okay, so she mentioned a program where they mixed up this song, and I have never actually seen an episode. Oh my gosh, you've never seen an episode of... Yeah, I actually never got a chance to really see that, but I do have to say, bacon pancakes. So I remember when I was younger, we'd always mash up stuff with our pancakes, obviously. You never eat pancakes plain. I mean, you can, but you can always mix it up. Throw a couple of walnuts in there, throw some blueberries in there, bananas and walnuts, bacon bits, chocolate chips. You could even take apple slices and put them in pancake batter, and it's really, really good. Pancake batter just goes with a lot of stuff. So, totally... I have had bacon pancakes before. They're super, super awesome. I don't know if you did bacon bit pancakes or you actually put in the bacon strips and made like little pancake bacon hodgepodges. But however you did them, I'm sure they were superly awesome, delicious. And if you do church music retreat, sounds super awesome. I just gotta say, jamming and working out on different music. I've never been on a real kind of music retreat, where it's all about making music, making songs. But that sounds like an experience that I would definitely want to check out. So guys, if any other of our listeners have any kind of fun music retreat kind of experiences, go ahead and write into us for our corner, Me You. I'll be glad to listen and talk about them. And thanks for your message, Annie. Now we're going to check out a song before we go to another message for our Me You corner. And we're going to listen to the song Ryoko of Japan Wants to Hear Live High by Jason Mraz. We just heard the song Live High by Jason Mraz, which when I was a trainee in Korea, I actually only knew Jason Mraz because of a single I'm Yours, you know, that I'm Yours, doo-doo-doo, which is an awesome song. But when I came to Korea, I realized Jason Mraz is actually very popular in Korea. And then I started listening to his other songs. And this song really stuck out to me. You know, I like the song Butterfly as well. You know, taking a moment. And then, oh my gosh, I forget what the song is, but it's super, super awesome. And Live High, though, is a song that when I first heard it, kind of made me think of living on the countryside. But then when I think about it, it's more like a really, really chill song that I could listen to, you know, on the beaches somewhere in a warm, sunny area. You know, with those shades that Jason Mraz always is rocking. Bruno Mars also be rocking them shades. And just just chilling out, man. Like, it's a really, really awesome song. Live High by Jason Mraz. And if you haven't checked out his other music, make sure to do that as well. So today's second Miu message is from Unita Swinyo from Indonesia saying, Benji, Benji, Benji. So imagine if you're in my situation working as an administrator in a distribution company. If you have some free time at the office because you can't do anything related to your job, or there's nothing to do rather, what would you do? Because I'm still facing that situation. Sometimes. But sometimes there's a lot to do, and I feel overworked. Have a nice day, MA fam. Well, okay. Let's say that we finished music broadcasts as idols. I don't have anything to do. Like, I don't have a schedule, you know, I'm not doing a filming for a program or anything, and we're just chilling at my company. Usually I'd make a beat, or I'd write a rap, or I'd just sing practice. And if you really are at the point where you've got nothing to do related to your job, I'd say, you know, pull out something to play with, like a video game, maybe a board game, or maybe do a hobby, whether that's knitting, magic tricks. Find something that interests you that you can do in those small pockets of time. I did that when I was growing up with yo-yoing and, you know, sort of a little bit of dancing, cooking. You know, I just do that stuff occasionally, but it still was a really good time all in all. So if you really have nothing to do, maybe take a moment out of your day and just kind of peruse some hobbies and see if there's something that you want to do. And if you do find that something, let me know on more Miu messages. Now, guys, this is how you can participate for the corner, Miu, where we talk about me and you. Just visit www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess and write Miu on your message title and leave us a message. Or download Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio on your smartphone and use the comment function to write Miu on your title and leave us a message that way. Now we'll come back after a song 4, all about Music Quiz Season 2, Benji Style, and we're going to check out the song that Ijinwon of Korea wants to hear, 22 by Taylor Swift. All about music and all about quizzes. A great collaboration of music and quizzes. All about Music Quiz. Music Quiz and Benji come together to make this corner more complete. All about Music Quiz Season 2, Benji Style. So, checking out today's AA Music Quiz answer. Today's answer is a person, and not just any person, someone who's very good looking. Today's answer is actually probably the person who's in charge of the looks in his group, so also called, you know, the visual member. But he's also an idol star acknowledged for his singing, and he's recently taken a big role in a new drama. So here's Benji's hint. I'll explain his name in an easy way. Listen carefully, and you'll probably be able to come up with a name. So, like I said, this person's name is 2 syllables. For the first syllable, number 1, do you remember the song GD or G-Dragon and Jung Hyung-don sang together on Infinity Challenge? It's called 해보려고. So if I sing a part of it for you, it sounds like 형동이가 랩을 한다 홍홍홍 지영이가 랩을 한다 홍홍홍. So the part that's repeated in the song, the hong, right? So take that part and make that a syllable. And number 2 for the second syllable, remember the actress that secretly married Ina Young? His name is One Blank. You know, I could call him Beanie Young, but since we're not really like, I don't know him at all, I guess I shouldn't. So maybe this will be the last time I call him Bin Hint Hyung. So if you put number 1 and number 2 together, you get today's answer. Who is it? If you know today's answer, write answer on your title and send us a message with the correct answer. We'll check out a song and come back with the second in for AA Music Quiz. We're going to listen to the song that Samantha of Australia requested. Shout out by the Royal Pirates. You guys see that? Wow at the end. I wonder who that was. Anyways, we just heard Shout Out by the Royal Pirates. And it's back to All About Music Quiz Season 2, Benji Style. Today's answer is a person. And our second hint will be a music hint. The song that we're going to hear is from the original soundtrack of the new drama, Murim Hakyo or Murim School. And the title of the song is called Live. Today's answer and his group, Vix, V-I-X-X, sang on this OST. So let's take a gander at the song. Music, please. So, here's another kind of hint slash question. Who is the member of VIX that's currently in this drama? That person is today's answer. If you know the answer, you can send it in using the comment function on your Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio smartphone app, or go to our website at www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess and leave your answer on our message board. For both, don't forget to write answer on your title before you send your message. Now, before we move on, listen to a song. We're going to check out the song Kirine of Thailand requested 나는 달라 by Hai Soo-hyun featuring Bobby. We just heard the song 나는 달라 by Hai Soo-hyun featuring Bobby. And hey, spoiler alert, or not really spoiler alert, but if you watch the movie for the music video, what? If you watch the music video for the song, in the middle of it, Bobby in his part, you know, did you ever seen a Never Like Me girl? Or something like that. And then he pulls out a heart from inside his suit, which is actually where it sort of got the idea for our Between Night and Music choreo. If you look at it, at that part, we put our hand in our jacket, so to speak, pull out a heart, and push it towards the audience, and we're like, yo, this is for you. And we got the idea from that thing, which is kind of like cheating, but it's not really cheating. So, a little side spoiler, if anyone was ever really kind of interested in B.I.G. choreography, which no one probably is, so yeah. Now, going into our message time for session 2, we've got Dragon from the USA saying to Oppa Benji, how are you? I just want to say I love your show, but I can't tune in every day because of the time. It starts at midnight. And I just want to say my birthday is fast approaching. Sorry. Most of all, I wish you the best of luck. And then, first of all, I want to say, you know, if your birthday is fast approaching, of course, send in a message on your birthday, and I'll definitely let you know and sing you a happy birthday song. But besides that, I do understand that this show starts quite late, even for my parents as well in Seattle. They usually only tune in for the first hour, because even tuning in for just the first hour is a little bit, how do I put this? It is late as well in Seattle. You know, I totally understand that. So, if you can tune in, feel free to tune in. I understand for our listeners in Europe as well, it's a very, very early time. So, of course, I appreciate every single one of our listeners who takes the time and effort to tune into Music Access. And, of course, don't push yourselves too much. Remember, your guys' health is what's most important. Also, you need to reply to Dragon's message saying, hi, Dragon, you should call Benji with Hyung, not Oppa, because both of you are male. That's right, Dragon. So, a quick Korean lesson 101. If you are calling an older, so if you're a dude, and you're calling an older dude, you say Hyung. But if you're a girl and you're addressing an older dude, you call him oppa. So, Korean lesson 101. Now we also have a message from Nabohi from Korea saying, Benji oppa, are you doing a good job keeping your New Year's resolutions? I just realized January is almost over and my New Year's resolution was to do everything in moderation, especially to stop being a workaholic. But I had to work all weekend last weekend, and I think I'll have to work this weekend as well. I hope you'll be able to keep your New Year's resolutions. And then she put the Korean crying face, the you. So I do want to say this though. So guys, it has been almost a month. Almost a month has passed since the new year. And I'm sure we're all questioning to ourselves, because usually, honestly, we only think about our New Year's resolutions in January, maybe extending to mid-February. And then at that point, we get over the notion that, we made New Year's resolutions, and it's more definitely the point of, oh yeah, those resolutions that I gave up on, a month ago or something, yeah, we don't really care about that. And I think, I mentioned this when we had our whole New Year's passing over, and when it comes to resolutions, I think it's not so much, you're like, this is my goal for the year, and I'm going to do it, and if I miss even one day of it, it means I failed, so I'm not going to keep it. You do the best you can with what you've got, especially for you, Nabohi. You gotta work. Work is something that you have to do. And even, let's say, it wasn't even your fault, but due to someone else's, mistake, it required you to work a little bit more. These are perfectly natural causes that require you to work more. And even though, you are, maybe you have to go into the office to work on these weekends, I'd say don't think of that as detraction at all, or don't think that takes away from your resolution whatsoever. It's a perfectly normal thing to work. Just make sure that when you don't have to work, that you really take that break off. When you have a weekend like, I could do this, and then, maybe prep for next week, but I don't really have to do this, then take the moment off to yourself. Go watch a movie, go get a good dinner, or get a good meal with friends. Enjoy that time, and little by little, I'm sure by the end of the year, you'll find yourself filling out your resolutions pretty well. Alright, now we're going to check out two songs before we continue on, starting with a song Oksama of Japan requested, 아름다워요 by Lucas, followed with Moi by April. We just did the songs 아름다워요 by Lucas, followed by Moi by April, and it just hit me when I was listening to this. This really sounds a lot like Kara chorus. It does sound a lot like Kara, and their Moi pronunciation is pretty close to English. Side note. Anyway, it's time to wrap up our first hour. In the second hour, we'll come back with Ki-hoon and Playback's Hayoung for Obla Di Obla Da. So to wrap things up for our first hour, I'll let you hear the song that Mylene of the USA wants to hear, How Do You Sleep by Jesse McCartney, and I'll be right back. What's up, guys? Music Access with me, Benji of B.I.G. In the second hour today, we have our Thursday corner, Obla Di Obla Da with Ki-hoon and Playback's Hayoung. I'll be right back with them in just a bit. Now here's how you can listen and participate. If you have a smartphone, you can download the Arirang Radio app or TuneIn Radio app to listen to our programs and send in your messages. And if you use a computer, just visit www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess to listen to us or leave your messages. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. Now after a song, we'll come back with Obla Di Obla Da, Playback's Hayoung, and Ki-hoon, and we're going to listen to the song Better Man by Bumkey featuring Tableau. Let's shout out the name of this corner together before we start on 3. 1, 2, 3. Obla Di, Obla Da, life goes on. Hey! This how she takes me by the hand. Obla Di, Obla Da, life goes on. Hello, Ki-hoon and Hayoung.
Hi.
Hi, Benji. Yo, shout out to our listeners in the audience.
Hi, Music Access listeners.
And Ki-hoon.
What's up, MA fam?
Yeah, y'all good?
We're back, yeah.
All right, so it is the last Thursday of January.
Already?
It is. And,
28.
I can't believe a month has gone by so fast, though. And the first month of 2016, as it is almost behind us, as we say goodbye to this month, is there anything memorable for you?
2015. The January?
January.
January. For me, it was just moving houses.
Moving houses.
Yeah, finding a new place to live. And
For me
I love my
well.
new house, yeah.
So y'all both moved. Ki-hoon, you moved from your place in Shinsadong.
Garrosakil to
Garrosakil
near
to-
Gimpo,
near
which is
Gimpo.
like really far away.
'Cause I was at Gimpo this last weekend. Or I came back from Gimpo.
Oh,
Yeah, which is pretty far.
yeah.
I gotta say.
My
It is.
member is from Gimpo.
Really?
Mm.
Like she used to live there or
Her parents still live there. So.
hometown.
You should go say hi to them, Ki-hoon.
Maybe.
And Hayoung, you moved what am I saying? What do you call 연습실? Practice room? Your studio,
Dong.
to Cheongdam-dong.
Yeah.
And that's working out pretty well for you. Mm-hmm. Lots of good places to eat and drink in Cheongdam-do. Although you're probably not doing any of that. And okay, so now going into this, it's been about 3 months since we've been on this corner together. Do you guys know that?
Already?
3 months almost.
And we're still like not that close.
Hey, you know
We
what?
only see each other once a
You know
week.
why? Me and Kyun, we hit each other up once in a
Oh,
while.
really?
We're like,
So
yeah.
I'm like a loner.
You know what's funny though? No, you know what it is? Yeah, once you get a phone, then we'll be a little bit closer. But until then, we can only get as close as possible at the time that we're,
That we have.
doing
Only
radio.
Thursdays.
Only Thursdays. But, it's funny because I only started messaging Ki-hoon as to hit him up after you mentioned that, like,
You guys.
yeah, you guys never hit each other up. And I was
Do you
like,
guys actually talk to each other now?
like once a week? Which outside of Thursday.
Yeah.
Like Monday, Thursday kind of thing.
But have you guys met outside?
I don't have time to. I'm sorry.
Me either.
No.
Sorry, I'm not busy enough.
No. I didn't mean that way. But I mean, like, my company doesn't let me out.
True.
I live in Ilsan, which is farther than Gimpo. So it's really hard to get out anywhere.
But one day,
Excuses.
Oh, so Hayoung, when are you going to hang out with us?
once you get a phone,
Yeah.
like a proper,
Oh, yeah.
proper
Yeah.
phone.
Oh, yeah, of
Yeah.
course, yeah. Okay, so it's like we were on the corner together for 2 years since we were here from 2015.
Technically,
Technically.
sort of, yeah.
We've known each other for 2 years.
Wow.
So I think, though, well, I was going to say, do you think we're pretty comfortable with each other? Because I feel, me and Ki-hoon, we've been chill for a while. And Hayoung, you've opened up a lot.
She's trying. She's trying.
I definitely feel that, when you first got here, you were a little bit nervous. Your members weren't here.
Bit shy.
But then now you're definitely opening up.
I think I'm scared that you guys are opening up too much, opening me up too much.
You're
So like
scared?
I'm like showing my everything and like you know what I mean. Like I'm supposed to be acting like put together and stuff, but I'm like
She's
fooling around with you guys.
like, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think it's good. I think as a result of radio, for myself as well, when I started becoming a DJ, I was really very business-like to the approach. I have to be professional, not mess up. But I realized that people want to listen to a human on the radio. They don't want to hear anything robot. And so, for you to open up on the radio and, share your emotions with the listeners, I think that's something that they really
Exactly why I was spazzing, because people sometimes spazz out.
like. Exactly.
No, with me, like,
Can we not do that?
no, with me,
We're not going to do that.
I feel very happy, meeting two idols.
Yeah.
Because, I don't have many idol friends.
Yes.
Around me. And first I had this, preconception thinking, you guys put on an image, acting very bright, always smiling. But, knowing Benji for about almost 1 year and
Almost
half,
a year.
yeah, almost a year, I've seen the real side of him, and which is pretty cool,
I'm pretty dope.
You're very down to earth, and dope.
Don't say that with your own mouth.
Oh, sorry.
And Hayoung as well, she's pretty cool. Like, when you first look at her, she'll be like, oh, 안녕하세요, or acting shy, but she's like, down to earth.
Yeah.
Very realistic.
Thank you.
Very spunky.
Spunky.
That's the term, spunky.
And funky.
And
yes.
funky. She got a spunky.
And
Funky.
pink.
And she loves the color
Not
pink.
so much.
She likes pink.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. It's a
Are
girl.
you wearing white?
I'm
It's-
wearing
it's a
white
weird
today.
Anyways, so Hayoung, when you're leaving for Arirang Radio, do your playback members ever ask about, us? That sounds so weird. No, but I mean, like
you
do they ask if they're nice or what it's
how
like to
are
do
they?
radio
How are
with
they
people?
treating you? Not at all.
What we look like?
In real
Well,
life?
they've seen you before.
Oh, that's
so
right. They have
I
seen-
don't-
What about me? They're not interested at all? Okay.
No, it's not that. But
Hey, was that in the was that on the script?
No, when I get back, sometimes they do oh, how was it? But we're all kind of busy with our own
Of course,
stuff,
of course.
so
So we're
we're
not
kind of
important.
not really girly, our personality as much as you would think. So yeah, but they are curious and they have asked me how'd you do? Were you nervous? Are you getting any better?
So if they ask you if Kyun is nicer or Benji's nicer, who would you answer?
I would actually answer.
Can you say it during the
Benji.
song break?
Oh, sorry, I
That's
answered
exactly
too
what I
quickly, huh?
said. You know why I said during the song break.
Yeah, sorry, I should have given it like a 5-minute turn.
No, it's
but-
okay. I mean,
Yeah, I should have thought about it. And
I guess. I mean, Benji's a DJ. You got to be nice to.
It's
DJ.
always, yeah, of course, you gotta be nice to you. It's automatic. It's
You know,
there's no
it's
emotion.
getting the right line.
Yeah,
you know?
of course. You know, I just want to say though, your members can always, you know, they're always welcome in the studio, right?
are they really?
Yes.
No, they're not.
Ooh.
Yes, they are.
Of course
Because they
are.
don't ask
Of course
about you,
they are.
June.
Of course they are. I've never met them, so.
I know, but they're super nice, Kyun. Super
Cool.
nice, really cute. Kyun, so what about you? Do you have any model friends or coworkers asking you if you have any close girl group friends? I bet you do get asked this.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Because with models, you know, they're used to seeing just tall people in general.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're like, you know, I want to meet idols, you know, like, but they have no connection.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes they would ask me because they know I do radio, and obviously I do it with, you know, 2 idols. And I say, oh, you know, I know like 1 or 2. And they're like, can you introduce me to them? And guess what I say? I say, I'm not close enough with them. I see them every week, but, you know, I don't have the chance to, you know, really, you know, get in contact with them and meet them, you know, separately. So
It's true.
Not
though.
yet, not
yet. I mean, the only, you know, well, you have me, but I'm like a dude, so that doesn't really help your case.
Maybe.
not at all.
Maybe. Anyways,
I'm not into male.
so what about you, Hayoung? So when you get asked the question like, do you have any model friends, or like, do you have any like boy group friends? Do you ever like pretend that you have really close friends, or you know, do you? Or do you like have like what do you say when people ask that? Like, do you have any, you know, boy groups that you're close with, or like models that you know?
I think I'm pretty straightforward. Like, like Eric Nam 선배님, he was in our thing, and but I mean, we know each other, but we're not close enough to be like, hey, I'll introduce you to him. Like, you know what I
Like,
mean?
you don't call him Eric Oppa. That's the thing.
I actually.
Eric
oh,
Lim.
but
Just kidding. Oh,
when
because
we're,
it's radio sick.
when we're like outside of the work scene, but
yeah.
yeah, like I wouldn't, and I don't think I'm the type to really like introduce people to like date, like
You
know,
want to
'cause
get
things-
introduced first.
No, it's not that, but I just feel like sometimes it can get really awkward, like especially when you're introducing like 2 close people. And so I
It
kind
does
of want to
get
stay
awkward.
out of that
It
because I
does.
feel
If
like
it
if it's gonna
doesn't- yeah,
happen, it's gonna
exactly.
happen, and I don't need to be the latter.
So all in all, I think the point we're trying to take from here is we're not going to introduce any of our friends to each other because it can get kind of awkward.
Every man to themselves.
Every man to themselves and for themselves.
Yes.
So on that note, we're going to listen to the song Opsuka by Playback featuring Eric Nam. We just did the song Opsuka by Eric Nam. I'm sorry, by Playback featuring Eric Nam.
come on,
I'm
get it
sorry.
right, come
I'm
on.
sorry.
The main singers.
So you're listening to our Thursday corner, Obla D, Obla Da with Kihoon and Hayoung. So this week we're continuing to talk about our happiest moments. Continuing on, and we'll start fresh with a new topic for the month of February, but we'll announce it at the end of our corner. So, Hayoung,
Yeah,
can you read our first message?
can I?
Yes. Oh.
Yes, I can.
No, I'm supposed to say that. It's like when you're young, you're like, can I go to the bathroom? I don't know. Can you?
May you?
So may you read our first message, Hayoung?
Yes, I may. Ashley from the USA. I was happiest at my grandparents' old house on the lake. Unfortunately, after my grandpa got older, he couldn't take care of the property, so they had to move. However, when I was younger, the whole family would come and spend some weekends, birthdays, and holidays there together. It was so much fun to have everyone under one roof and to be able to play with all my cousins in our playroom. We would also go swimming, take boat and jet ski rides, and go fishing. My favorite memory there was when we would take out the boat to go see the fireworks on the lake during 4th of July. There was one year where all the kids were sitting at the very front of the boat, and while we were on our way to the middle of the lake, we went over a big wave that crashed up and splashed us all. We all laughed and cuddled up under the blankets to watch the beautiful fireworks out on the water. I miss that house and lake so much. So many happy memories.
Hey, can I ask you, is 4th of July like a special day?
It's
in
huge
America?
in the States because it's American independence. I believe, if I'm wrong, please correct me so I don't get totally like booed on. I believe July 4th, 1776 is when the Declaration of Independence was signed, which is why it is professionally known, I guess, in the States as Independence Day. 1776, July 4th.
I cannot remember the exact dates.
So it's a big day.
I just noticed how Benji has like little not little. I'm
Like
also,
trivia?
Yeah, no, I feel like you have like knowledge on like every subject we talk
It's
about.
very wide, but shallow.
It is.
We never know
broad
how
but shallow.
shallow it is because we don't get to talk about it for 40 minutes. But
It's my way of looking smart in front of people. No, but in the state, I don't know, because you have a similar day in Australia, don't you? You know, like, isn't there a day commemorating maybe, you know, the formation of Australia as its own independent nation?
There's Australia Day.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like Australia Day, but
okay.
in the States.
I see,
you know? And in the States, what we do on July 4th is, you know, we blow up a lot of fireworks. Very focused on open outdoor barbecue. So we're talking hamburgers, hot dogs. I don't know.
So it's a public holiday?
It is.
Oh, sweet.
Do we get July 4th off for school?
Yeah.
We do?
I think so.
I don't remember.
Wow.
I think we do.
Do you get Australia Day off?
That's crazy because we
Yes,
went
we
to
do.
school for 12 years and we don't remember this.
Except,
Crazy. Sorry.
No. But the thing is, we went to school for 13 if you count kindergarten, right?
Yeah.
But I'm 23. Which means I haven't gone to school for, like, 5 years, which isn't that long. I should remember this kind My memory is really bad. See, this is why I'm not that smart, actually. But anywho, anybody have a house on the lake?
No.
I wish I did.
I wish I did.
Not
But, I do actually remember having this happy memory of when I went to my grandma's house in Korea when I was, I think, 13 or something, 12 or 13. And I came to visit, and I didn't understand a single word of Korean. I didn't read any Korean. And the only thing that I really remember, honestly, is two things. One, the hobakjuk, or the sweet pumpkin porridge. And there's a drink made of the Asian pears here in Korea that's really, really good. But those are the
alcoholic drink or
No.
There's an alcoholic drink.
There's an alcoholic drink with that?
Pear.
That's pear? Oh, I don't know what it is.
Like
but tell me about
makgeolli?
No. That's made of rice.
Rice.
But fill me in on that drink later. Fill me in on the drink when the song
okay.
comes out. But anyway, yeah. But just like those memories, I think we all have memories where we remember this one thing of a certain event, right? Right? Ki-hyun, I see you smiling. Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it, man. What do you got in your memory bank?
I like with just family meetings, just everything in general. Because with my family, we like to gather up very often, like every week.
So you and your extended family?
Yes,
So like cousins?
exactly.
aunts,
Yeah.
uncles?
We all gather like at our grandma's place, and we just eat a lot, drink, talk a lot, and just have fun every weekend. So with me, I don't have this like special memory of this big event, but because it happens every weekend for me. So
That's very lucky, though.
yeah, I am very privileged and lucky.
You know,
So-
I never really met my cousins growing up.
Really?
Yeah. Hi, what about you?
Well, I think it's kind of hard to have like your whole extended family get along all the time.
true.
So, my parents are kind of like the peacemakers. So like we keep in contact with every one of them, but like some of them aren't close to the other one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So
get
like not all of us like could make the time, or they don't want to make the effort to come together. But yeah, we do keep in contact with all our cousins and relatives and all that.
Especially on a special day like this, would you guys gather up?
Not so much.
Not really?
Not everybody.
You know what I think it is, though? Korean households, internationally, this is an international Korean household thing, in my opinion. They don't really go with whatever country they're living in, like those holidays. It's just like, you know, they do the Chuseok, Seollal, so you know the the Lunar New Year and stuff like that. And they celebrate those 2 big days. So it doesn't matter whether you're Korean living in the States, living in Australia, living in, you know, what other countries start with the letter A? Antarctica, that's not a country, sorry. Austria, there you go. But I don't know, I think that applies to you, doesn't it, Kyun? Like,
It does.
You know, your family celebrates those big events. So, you know, you eat the tteok, you eat the rice cakes, you eat the you know, the tteokguk.
It's
right?
bigger than Christmas in
Exactly.
Korea. Like Lunar New Year and Thanksgiving Day,
Yeah.
it's just huge. It's so much
huge.
bigger than New Year's.
Like,
the real
you can't
New Year's,
compare it.
Exactly.
But I have a question, actually, just this randomly came up in my head. Ki-hyun, for Australia Day, when your family gets together, do you eat Korean food or Australian food?
It depends who we're like gathering up with. If it's like if there's some like Australian friends, obviously we have like Australian food, which is I have no idea. What's Australian food? Just like meat, you know, salad, and just like a buffet style. Whereas if it's like a Korean people, we'll just have, I don't know, rice,
갈비찜.
yeah, like stuff like that.
What
Samgyeopsal,
about
I don't
you?
know.
Korean food at home?
Korean food at home.
Korean food at
but,
home.
Yeah.
It was always pizza for me.
Oh, I love pizza.
Because me and my family, we're very, like, internationally cuisined, so to speak. So it wasn't really, like, stick to Korean food. But, you know, one day we're eating Chinese, one day we're eating Indian, one day we're eating Thai.
Thai, I love Thai.
One day
food.
I'm cooking.
Really?
Oh, you cook?
I do.
Ooh, really?
And we'll get back to what I'm cooking after checking out a song. We're going to listen to the song Dumb and Dumber by Icon. We just heard the song Dumb
Dumb
and
and
Dumber
Dumber.
by...
Icon.
Wow, Icon's very famous. I envy them. Okay, so...
Confessions.
Confessions.
Do you like them more than Winner? The group Winner?
You're listening to our Thursday Corner, Obladi Oblada, with Kihun and
And
Hayon.
who am I talking to?
I have to... Kihun, you know I gotta be neutral about that kind of stuff.
Really?
Alright, yeah, I do. Actually, it's crazy, actually. Kihun, may you read our next story?
May I?
Yes,
I may.
you can.
Julie from USA. When I first started driving,
Oh, gosh.
I was really nervous and I was even shaking a little bit because it was scary. But it was also a lot of fun and I was so excited and happy. I didn't want to let go of the steering wheel. I didn't know I was such a good driver. My family didn't know either. I was driving my dad's car, so he looked really scared. But I didn't have the time to look at his face. I was enjoying the ride and the freedom. How did you guys feel when you drove for the first time? Were you happy like me? Did you enjoy it? Or were you scared?
But
First
you would
time
have
driving.
something to say about this.
Wait, why?
Do you have a
Because you
driver's
were
license?
bragging about how much of a great driver you were, remember?
Okay, fine. This is what I'll have to say about this. When I first got my license, driving for me wasn't that big of a deal. Just because, there wasn't like my dad's car, my mom's car. It was all family cars, just in general. But one thing that I really wanted to do was what everyone my age at my school wanted to do at the time, which was bump hip-hop super loud from the speakers.
It's still like that.
It's still like that, but my parents don't listen to hip-hop. They didn't like who just the bass. So, I remember when I'm driving with my parents, I'd always have to make like a dad-friendly playlist. So like, oh, I found this new song by Bach, or I found this new Astrid Gilberto, the girl from Ipanema, right? That you should listen to more music, Hayoung. I was like, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But anyways, the old kind of jazz classic tunes. And then one day when I first got my own, my parents like, all right, go to your own violin rehearsal. Just gunning down the road at the speed limit, of course. I never went over the speed limit. But I remember there was a huge rush. Just, I felt like an adult, which has nothing to do with an adult, honestly, but I felt really good about that.
What's the legal age for you to drive in the States?
16.
16?
But I got my license at...
Like by yourself? You can drive by yourself?
Yeah.
You can't drive by yourself.
Yeah, you can.
Don't you need
if you get your license at 16.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because back in Australia, there's like, once you get a license, when you're 16, you get this L.
Mm-hmm.
It's called learner's.
Learner's permit.
Learner's plate.
Oh.
So you have to put it in front of your car, back in front.
Mm-hmm.
And you need a supervisor next to you. And you have to fill 100 hours?
Oh.
Yeah, and you have to fill out a whole
I
booklet.
feel like we have something
We
like that.
do
in
that before we
California.
get the license in Washington.
Exactly.
How it
And
works
we have
is-
to sit for another test
Uh-huh.
to get your red peas.
Red peas?
Yeah,
Like
peas.
vegetable peas?
Yeah. It's just a red pea.
Oh,
Front and back.
oh.
Yeah. Pea platers. Provisional something. I don't know. And you have to drive for about a year and a half.
That's so complicated.
Yeah. And then you sit for another test. Get your green peas. That's the third level.
There's so many peas.
Exactly. And after the green peas, you sit for another test. Then you get your full license.
That
Like gold license. It's called gold.
That is so complicated. So are
Exactly.
you at gold right now, Gihun?
I am.
Oh. Wait, Hayoung, do you have a license?
I've never actually driven before.
But do you have a license?
No, I've never.
Oh.
I can't.
Oh, like you've never even like
No.
sat in the driver's seat before?
Well, I've sat on my dad's lap when I was a little girl, and
And then when you grew up and entered high school, you had your boyfriends drive you?
Come on, let's not go there.
Me and Kevin always go there. But
We're always there.
I in the States, I believe, when you turn 18, no matter what kind of license you have, it automatically turns into a basic driver's license. But if you get it before that, you get an intermediate license, which is probably similar to, I think, the red peas.
Yeah.
And then before that, when you're 15 and a half, is when you can get your learner's permit, which is your L's in the States, so to speak. And you have to have that for 6 months. 3 to 6 months, I believe.
But do you guys have like a own speed limit? Because with red peas, the maximum speed you can drive is like
60
100.
kilometers. Really?
Yeah.
That's not bad, though.
Different.
I think it's 80 or 90, but it was such a long time ago, I can't remember. But they all have their own set speeding limits.
That's like, I'd say 45 to 60 miles per hour for our people in the States. But yeah, I think driving is super, super fun.
You must miss it.
Don't you feel much better, like someone driving you all the time?
No.
Not really?
I feel bad. You know why? Honestly, because of my schedule. For example, I have a schedule where I have to wake up early in the morning. Hayoung, you'll understand this. When you have to go to music broadcasts and stuff, you got to wake up at like 4. Go get your makeup done, and you're sleeping in the car on the way to get your makeup done. You're sleeping in the car on the way to the area. and then you're sleeping in the car all the time. But your manager never sleeps.
Yeah, and they have to drive from their place, and sometimes they live far away.
But if you think about it, it's their job. They get paid to do it. So
That
I
is
guess
true. But
if you want to be, if you feel sorry for him, then don't fall asleep.
I do that now though. I try not to fall asleep.
Exactly, because he might fall asleep too.
That's actually very
Exactly,
true.
it's very dangerous.
That's very
'cause
true.
There are a lot of car accidents where like managers speed too much to
So
get to the schedule. Yeah.
I know actually this one idol group where they have one member fixed in the passenger seat, and they have to talk with the driver the entire time.
That's actually very
And
smart.
they do rotations
cool.
within the group.
We should do that.
That's very reasonable.
That's actually pretty good,
It
right?
is, yeah.
So
But you guys don't do it?
we
I
don't-
actually always, when we go like a long way, then I like pinch myself and we used to have like a guy manager, and I'd be like, "오빠 괜찮아?" And he'd be like, 좀 졸려." Then I'd be like, "Okay, I'll talk to you." Like I would move up to the passenger
Slap
seat
him,
and
wake him up.
no, we would share our ojingo and just talk.
Ojingo, by the way, is dried
Yeah.
squid.
Squid.
Yeah.
You're very, adjusted to Korea now.
Oh yeah.
I don't eat the dried
Like
squid.
Ajumba.
You don't like that? I think it's awesome.
It's very like
Stinky.
I can't say
It smells.
stinky.
Amanda Seyfried likes it.
Isn't it Seafried?
Isn't it Seyfried?
Is it Seafried? I don't know.
Hey, doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
We're talking about squid. Dry squid.
I like squid in the movie theater though. When you eat it with popcorn,
The soft ones.
the soft ones,
Not the
dry ones. You're talking about the dry, really kind of like deep purple ones, right?
The ones they
Yeah.
sell at the
The rest stops.
yeah.
Oh, yo, that stuff like.
That's
open
way
up a
too
pack
chewy.
of
It's like
that.
a rubber. It's
The
like
butter
rubber.
ones. Yeah.
Oh, she's talking about. Oh, okay,
These
I
soft
get it.
ones,
The soft
yeah.
ones.
Oh.
Oh no, me and Kion is talking about like
Like
really.
the traditional.
But I
Old
think I would
school.
like those too.
Oh, you should try one out and let us know if you like it. I swear. Like,
Bring it in
promise.
one day.
Yeah, take a picture. All right, guys. So it is time for us to wrap up our corner. Actually, so a new month starts next week. So starting with a new month, we have a new topic. Our next topic is fluttering heart, trembling moments. Tell us about the moments when you had butterflies in your stomach because when you were nervous or when you're trembling because of fear or shaking from excitement. Tell us about these moments by writing obladi oblada on your title and leaving us a message on our message board. And we got to wrap up with two songs. Adventure of a Lifetime by Coldplay, Secret Love Song by Little Mix featuring Jason Derulo, and I'll see y'all next week in a new month. Bye. Bye. We just heard the songs Adventure of a Lifetime by Coldplay, followed with Secret Love Song by Little Mix featuring Jason Derulo, and it's time to reveal the answer for Double A Music Quiz from the first hour. The answer is Hongbin of VIX. Oh my gosh, he's so handsome. That's right, he's handsome. Thank you everyone for participating in today's Double A Music Quiz. I'll be waiting tomorrow with another quiz and hint, so check that out. Now we'll check out two songs requested by our listeners now. Aaron of the USA wants to hear Love, Love, Love by EXO. And Unita of Indonesia requested the song 그땐 그랬지 by Ali and C-Clown. And it's time to say goodbye. Our last song for today is Take Me Home by Jess Glynn. This was Benji of B.I.G. And as always, I'll be back.